Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a fun project. My name is Laurie, by the way, from Polish Garden. I also have a nail channel called Go Polish, where I have been doing that for several years. And just this year I decided to do a gardening channel because I love it so much. But my husband Brandon is out here today and he's gonna help me build a flower box for our shed back here. So I'm super excited about it. We got all our equipment out here and we're ready to go. It's a hot day. We're gonna try to stay in the shade as much as we can. Hot, it's like in the 70s, but after we've been in the 40s and 50s, 70 feels really hot. Super nice. I'm gonna take you along and show you what we're kind of doing and how we are constructing it and building it. And I'm super excited to have this done. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years, so let's get going. Now I'm going to insert the video of us at the store picking out what we have, and I'm going to show pictures of everything that we use. So I'm going to put that in now. We're at Lowe's getting some, let me help him.
Huh?
Do you want me to help you? Huh?
Oh, are you videoing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta smile.
Happy about this project? Me too.
Super happy about this project. We're making some window boxes and I'm super excited about it. Just getting out, what are these? Whoa. These plank paneling, is that what this is?
It's PVC board.
PVC board.
Yeah, 3/4 inch by 12 feet by 9 1/4. So that forms the main box, and then we gotta get some cap pieces and some
I'm gonna put some trim on there.
trim on it. So
Trying to see what trim we want for this. For the front and the sides.
we probably go right
There's the
with
fans
some-
upside down. Yeah, I like that. How does it look on the side? Yeah, I like that.
Here.
Piper, come here. Yeah, I like that. So like you saw, we got the PVC board. It's a little bit nicer, right, honey? And it holds up a little bit better. A little more.
It's plastic, so it shouldn't rot.
It's plastic, so it won't rot. So it's not just wood. So it's gonna last a little bit longer. And then we have these trim pieces here that we're gonna use. And we're hoping we can get one large box out of this and maybe even a small one that we can put somewhere else, but we'll see. So we bought these little inserts to go in it, and these are the perfect size. So we wanna measure out how big we want this to be. We're measuring it out and it looks like we want at least 75 inches. You wanna have a couple inches in between each, I think, so you can lift these out pretty easily. So I think we're deciding that we want it, the box a little shorter on the wall. So holding it up to the wall, you marking halfway between 75. Since we want it to be 75 inches, we're gonna measure on here exactly where that's gonna be.
So now we gotta find half of 75, so 37.5 would be right there.
Okay, so pull that out to 75.
So if you rub that end on the wall, just rub the tape up and down. Yeah. That'll leave a mark. You got it?
Yeah. Can you hold that and I can step back and look at it?
You just have to look at the marks.
Yeah, so it's about starting there and then going to about there. So we're going to cut the edges on a 45-degree angle so they all fit together nicely in a box. So this board does have a smooth side and a rough side. We like the smooth side better to be on the outside, so the inside will have this, I guess it's not rough, it's just more textured.
Surface, yeah.
So it'll be on the inside of the box, which I don't care about because it'll be covered in plants, so it's not a huge deal, at least most of the year. Okay, so now we're measuring out the length, and then he's gonna cut another 45-degree angle.
Will be our
Okay, so we're gonna do 15 inches So
to have a little bit of space so that you can reach in and pull out your inserts. It's about 13 inches wide now. We're going to go about an inch, so there'll be an inch between the frame and the insert on either side, the front and the back. And so that'll put us about 15 inches for our side pieces.
Okay. What were you say?
So there we are, kind of roughly mocked up.
So we did how 15 inches?
So it's 15 inches outside to outside, and then 75 inches outside to outside corner.
Yeah, I think that fits perfect. And then I like these inserts because they have a little spot in here for a board that we can put, so they set in there, but you can still have it a little open so that it drains out the bottom onto the gravel. So that will be nice. I'll show that a little bit more when we're done with that part, but that's what that board's for. So he's going to do that next.
This is how they're going to sit on there.
Yeah, so they'll sit like this.
If you come from the side, you'll probably be able to see what they're going to do.
Like that. Yeah.
So I'm just going to drill some pilot holes so that these screws hopefully hit their mark. Okay, got the box partially assembled. Got two of the corners put together. And we're going to put our third and fourth corner together. Take this off the end a little bit. Okay, I've got some pilot holes to help me get these started. So the adhesive's on there. I'm going to square up the top corner here. Best I can.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, if you could hold the bottom, that would be great. Let's hold the bottom flush, square it up. So I find if you drive them in all the way, because of the cut angle, it wants to open up the joint. So go partially or almost all the way, and then set your second one. And that'll keep them from sliding apart as you screw them together. So sometimes when you're putting a joint together like this, at least for me at least, because I'm not a pro, you're going to find that it's hard to suck it together perfectly. And from the outside, you'll have a little bit of an overlap, a seam. If you take a rasp and just hit it a little bit like this, you can knock that off. And then with a sanding block. So now we're going to cut the internal rail that the inserts will all sit on. So we measured the internal width. It was 73 and 7/16. So we're going to do that right now. All right. Because the center rail sits inside the inserts, it has this groove that it sits in, this channel that it sits in. We wanted to make sure that the rail is mounted at the appropriate location within the box. If you mount it way on the bottom here, flush with the bottom, then the inserts will sit too far down, and then the bottom of the insert will hang down past the box. So in order to get the insert, the lip of the insert, if you go to the side, honey, you can see that. The lip of the insert level with the box, we're going to mount the rail up slightly from the lower edge of the box. And to do that, we just used, it looks like it's going to work out, use two thicknesses of the frame material as spacers for inside the bottom of the box here. So there's 2 layers, and then we just laid our 2x4 on top of it, set the box down, and that's going to get us about the right height. And so we're going to go ahead and screw those or mount those to the frame itself right now. Later I'll come back and we're going to put some horizontal support pieces running this way to help keep that rail from sagging in the middle.
You're finding the center.
Yeah. Next thing we're going to do is I've ripped down some of this pressure treated lumber so that it can fit just below this center rail on the bottom side of the box. These will sit here like this, and it's going to support that center rail from sagging in the middle. That looks pretty good. So our next job is going to be to locate on the wall on the inside of the shed where the studs are so that we can drill some holes in the side of the box on the outside, and then we'll be putting some lag bolts through the box into the side of the shed. So in order to locate where we're going to mount on the outside the box, I'm going to determine which studs I want to screw it to. I'm going to screw it to this stud here, and this stud here. And I think our first box is 9 3/4 inches tall. So I think our first screw will probably be about 4 inches down. So I'm going to go 4 inches down. I'm just going to drill a hole through the shed here so that I can find it on the other side. Probably not the most sophisticated way to do this, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay, so we've got our holes, and it looks like they came out just below the trim. So unfortunately, I'm going to need to move them down, but at least now I know where the studs are at. So probably going to place our first one here about 2 inches down from the top. We'll do another one about 4 inches lower than that. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. All right, so what we've done is located on the inside of the box now where our studs will be on the inside of the wall. So I've laid them out there, and I'm just gonna drill some pilot holes. Okay, I thought I'd give you one last look. I've installed the brackets below. These are these brackets we got at Lowe's, and give you kind of the chance to see the final product besides paint. So we've got our trim pieces on. Sorry about how dirty it is. We'll get that sanded up and cleaned. But the molding with this cap piece turned out pretty nice, I think. I've set that inside or outside of the box slightly just to give it an overhang right here. The inside turned out pretty nice. Got the rail. I placed 4 of these horizontal cross members to support the rail in the middle, but they also gave me something to anchor my brackets to. So that's how it turned out. For me, I had to place some extra studs inside the back of the shed to accept screws for each of the brackets, and that wasn't too big a deal, just a little bit more work. And then the last thing to probably see is just how the inserts go in. So the inserts will just drop in like so. They land right on the rails like that. We've got about an inch or so spacing between each of the inserts and the internal part of the box there. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the project. I thought it was pretty fun. I think it turned out pretty nice. I'll give you one more look from the side and see how it all looks looking at the shed. Can't wait to see some flowers in it. That is definitely not my part. That's my beautiful wife Laurie's job, and she'll show you that.
We're out here with the new window box. I'm so excited about it. We got it all up. We got it all caulked and painted, and how nice is that would mean you'd have to know what size bins, I don't know what those are called, to have inside here to know exactly what measurements you want. So you just have to plan ahead a little bit, but we happen to have a saw, so it was really easy to just do that here. But I think it turned out really nicely. I'm going to give you a close look here in a second, but I'll link all the products that I used down below. But I'm super happy about it, and I cannot wait to plan it up. It's a little bit cold today, and we have another cold front and then another storm coming in this weekend, and I've just been itching to plant my annuals, but not quite ready yet. I could probably pot these up though, and then just put them away at night when it's cold, but I don't know if I want to come out here every evening to do that. I might forget. So anyway, I think it's the perfect size, and I love that our house is out this way, so as you look out here, you can just see it out here, and I think it turned out so nice. So let's get a closer look. While we're out by the shed, I just wanted to show you these pots here. These daffodils finally made an appearance. This doesn't get a lot of sun, so it didn't do super well. Actually, I think it did better than I thought. I just definitely needed to fill it with more bulbs. So it actually did pretty well. I need to give it a little bit of credit, but I love this combination of these purple flowers, Mascari, I think that's Mascari, and with these daffodils. And I just thought it was cute. So just a little bit late blooming, and then these little topiaries I have are a little furry. I need to get to those as soon as we're done with this cold snap. I don't want to do it too soon. But here's the other one. I think it turned out pretty cute. Let's show them all together here. So yeah, they're finally blooming. They look really good. So I'm gonna put some holes in these bins here at the bottom. Probably, so the board it sits on the board right here, right? And then I'll probably drill the holes in here, or probably here where they have the guides for it. And then I'll set them in there. So then, let me show you that. So these just set in here nicely. And so then it will just drain down here out the bottom, and it won't run down the side of my shed. So I definitely wanted it open so it would just drain here on the ground. So that's really, really nice. So I love that about it. I think these are easy to grab and reach, and this will fill in nicely with plants. And I love how it sits on here. One problem that we need to fix though here is that we need to put a rain gutter here, because we came out here one morning, we had left all these in here and they don't have the holes drilled in them. And we discovered that this filled up super high because all the rainwater just came down in here and filled it up, and they were really heavy. But it was good to know that this can hold a lot of weight, because it was a lot of weight. But anyway, I also wanted to mention that the paint color we use is Benjamin Moore White Dove. We use the same paint on the shed as we did our house. There's a big tractor piece right here, but this is our house here. So we wanted it to match. So that's what we did here. We just did the same thing. It's exterior paint, so it will last a little bit longer. And then we ended up putting these brackets on here for extra support, just because we felt like it's pretty large and it's going to need more support. And I just picked out these ones at Home Depot, or maybe it was Lowe's. I think it was Lowe's actually. And so it turned out really nice. I like the way it looks. I think it looks really nice with these angled supports right here on this awning. So that's it. I already know what I'm going to put in here, and I'm so excited, but that will be coming in a future video.